accidentally? No, okay. No need to think it because I have completely clicked on one of the wrong programs as I'm starting this stream. Alright, I was pretty consistent with timing for a minute there, for a while there, in starting some streams. I was pretty much on it. There's... Hello to you, YouTube Society. First to appear and say, meaty cocaine-fueled resurrected grandpa. See, I get this is the benefit of the secret chat. The secret chat provides a context, provides a little smiley face from the Someday Junior, and Forsaken Roblox has been mentioned, and guys saying I'm mind controlling my cramps onto you. Oh wait, Kai, did we sync up again? This is brutal. This is terrible. This is several of the... And I see you've spotted the secret phrase. I have in fact brought back a singular secret phrase. Will there be more secret phrases? I don't know. But today's secret phrase has been wiener. And your speedrun for putting a smiley face here with 28 seconds. Hello to you, Someday Junior. I appreciate when you're spreading smiles. I don't appreciate that I'm opening an entire slow-ass program. This is my video editing program. It's not supposed to be version 16. It's supposed to be version 19, but on version 17 it did something to me where it stopped working, so I just kept it on 16, which is now, okay, it's closing. There's guys saying it's actually hell on earth. There is. Is there a way to give someone else this problem? Specifically Elon Musk. Can we give someone the period cramps, and can it be Elon Musk? So there's silly guy saying, well, have you... No, I already had my daily dosage of cramps. Passing this around like a hot potato. Alright, I think there's poses that I can do. Am I freezing up all of this? I had better not be freezing up all of this. Please just work. Please just work. Alright. I think we'll situate right in the center, and it's been a while. Like, okay, before I got grounded from Roblox for life, which I guess is still in effect. I don't know. I think we just lost the password to the... Okay, we just lost the password. But I used to do a little commission. It was super rudimentary because I was 12. Alright, let's put a shoulder up here. Let's put a snazzy pose up here. Is this to Michael Jackson? If I start on ya like this, there's... The cramps appearing. Someday Junior saying, I've been looking at this indie RPG game. It looks peak. Oh, I would love to know. I'd love to know some more about an indie RPG game. Cool, kid. Have you changed your name? Have you changed the username? This, I think, who can't relate to the cramp and sends condolences. Hey, this could mean that you haven't done the time. You didn't. None of us did any crime either, but since we're doing time, let's spread this one out a little bit. It's being put upon you. Hello to Cool Kid saying, to Michael Jackson. Huh. Okay, I'm gonna figure out poses. I don't know if they're going to be miking, if they're going to be Jacksoning, but one of the poses that I saw in the Google images of getting to know this character was kind of snazzy. Hello to Sylvie saying a special guest has arrived. Hello to you. Shall you be the special guest? I shall accept a special guest, Sylvie. There's saying your username is after your text because it has an Arabic character. Oh, What is going on? What is going on there? Okay, so looking for poses, figuring out poses, and we're gonna see how it goes. There's predicting who you are gonna draw, and saying that Elliot is a snazzy delivery boy means a lot to me. So if I'm putting schnaz here, then it's not going to corrupt the image. It's going to be as one with the image. Alright, let's start making a really big drawing then. We've started out small, but we can go really big style. Go up like this, and things shall be mapped out from there. There's was Kaya saying just spent more money on, yes, you've guessed it, a commission, but it's a cheapy one this time. I have kept getting like little cheapimations suggested to me because I met a former gacha tuber at the YouTube like event that I went to, and subscribed, and that's what happens when you subscribe. Now sometimes you get the video suggested to you. There's some Death Junior saying this game Paradoxal is made by an animation guy. Oh, okay. Some detail in there. He's making an Earthbound Pokemon inspired RPG. His game is very reminiscent of his animations, which feels very fun. Ooh, okay. Let me just like look up to see if Paradox with a little O at the end of it, and then it's also a game. Oh, we're looking for the story-driven apocalyptic RPG. Your choices change the story. There's the art is a little bit is more cute than I thought. I'm feeling the artism. There's things I'm missing in the chat as it takes off, and I look up a Michael Jackson pose. It's kind of like that, and then I think summer break officially started for the kiddos bopping around outside. How fun. There's Sylvie saying, I've played a bit of Forsaken, although not enough to actually be good at it. Elliot is a healer. He can basically give his teammates healing pizzas. You know, a delivery person and a healer. That's a fun combination to me. Okay, if there's ways to hold on to a hat. Wow, none of these are what I was thinking. Okay, I guess if it's gonna be snazzy, it's gonna be snazzy in a different kind of way. Let's figure out a pose and get ya all sketched up in here. So you're saying, so sad what happened today. We were deprived from the healing Australian accent. Instead we got regular ass Australian accent. What do I pay my taxes for? I was describing. Paying taxes. It's a meme tax. I'm so sorry. I didn't inform you of the tax for anonymous memes. But that's because as an American, I also don't get informed of taxes. That just kind of sprung on me. Just kind of a guessing game. So culturally, I've been raised to believe that that's an okay thing to do to people. But my apologies. My apologies. No, the taxes were for something else. I had that one scheduled. I was like that close to posting my triad in Australian accent because I tried. I studied it. Alright, so here is a hat happening. Here is a hand happening. Here is a hat and hand happening. I tried to be actually serious about the Australian accent, and then I had it absolutely cute, absolutely ready to go. It was going to be posted on Sunday. I just about died not posting it on Sunday. There's cool kids saying would draw with you, but I can't draw for the life of me. Hey, this is a format where we're seeing all of the messy and unfinished and whatever skill quality you brought to the canvas type of drawings. All right, what is? I'm trying to do the fan art where it's like a human person. Before I get too far, let me know if you don't want to see homie as a human person, because this is the meme raffle Monday, sort of a winner, sort of a thing. There's okay, this happening. Let's put ribs on you, I suppose. You're saying that your first actually good drawing was cool, kid. Oh hey, there's some history. There's some history going on. All right, is this anatomy? I'm going to learn anatomy sometime. I might learn anatomy tomorrow. All right, there's some crazy pants. The pants actually scream 2000s to me. And you know what that means. Y2K, you are sagging, you are bagging. You are bunching like the Jinko jeans and the trash bags. Alright, a little bit like this. Do your pants swaying low? Do they wobble to and fro? Can you tie them in a knot? Can you tie them in a bow? Oh, was there link issues going on? There's Kai saying, tried to work out while watching Camp Rock. So, okay, so you tried to work out while watching Camp Rock 2. The treadmill was not kind to you, and neither were your cramp. Oh my gosh. I do wonder about how people who have the consistent type of workout. Okay, and maybe since this is 2000s, I'm looking for Jesse Breaking Bad pose. Is that what? Oh my god, he stands up. He stands up. That's how you stand in 2000s pants, though. That is it. God, what? Okay, what was I saying? How exercise consistent when period is cramp? You plan for it? Maybe? Question mark. You something happen? Okay, I'm looking at how arms work. There's options for an arm. Maybe there's dynamism happening. Maybe your shoulder is here, maybe your whatever else is here. Maybe a hand goes like this. I don't know. Alright, we figure it out. Doomzilla! Just like, okay, when you get into the magma, hello to you, first of all, I begin things with saying hello, but when you get into the magma, here's this other page, send it, okay, if you're not here already, send like a screenshot, if you know how, of your screen, where you're not sure where the description of this video is, and I will show you where the description is. You say get your signature line now. You say it's your signature line. We're having a banter. Is that Cramp Rock? Okay, so there's that. And what else have I got? I want to readjust this while I'm here so I can see everything. I hope that I'm not having Cramp Rock exactly. Just because I think I ate a raw egg right before getting on this stream. I didn't really mean to do that. I just kind of cooked it kind of fast. That made sense to me. Like instead of applying low heat for 5 minutes, you could do high heat for 2 minutes. That made sense to me. Hello to you, Doomzilla. Hello, hi. There's high going on. There's things happening on mobile. Okay, let's start to block out what this may look like. I'm thinking angularity. I didn't see the feedback about Roblox style or human style. I guess I'm going toward a human style, I suppose. Alright, so the hell does that look like? I'm out here overcomplicating on purpose. You're saying you shall switch this Elliot thing? It's time for cool kid. Oh my gosh. Am I remembering or misremembering correctly or incorrectly? Are they from the same thing? Sorry for having the memory of a PEA. Alright, so here is this happening, and I'm also referencing another art style. There's a Prince Canary kind of a thing. There's changing the brush size, yeah, right here on the other side of the screen. And okay, what are heads made of? What are heads made of? I've drawn a few in my time. Portraits are, in fact, my favorite. Okay, so here is a sort of youngish. Is there a youthful energy? I don't quite know. Okay, so Let's draw a character without knowing very much about the character, except for the visuals about the character. But I would love to know more about the character if it becomes relevant to know about the character. Okay, so here's more of this happening. And then there's sexy saying raw protein, raw egg mix, the raw egg juice. Hope you don't poop your pants. The phrasing, gonna be in my head forever, possibly. Also, the positioning of the camera. I think it's normal, but it's also weirding me out. Oh, okay, that's barely any shift whatsoever. Maybe I could have had it all the way. Why did I have it to the other side to begin with? How perplexing. Why did this happen? Alright, nose is happening. Cool Kid and Elliot both being from Forsaken. I'm not misremembering. I don't have the memory of a pea. I have a slightly larger memory of like a pod or maybe a stalk. Well, this is exciting indeed. Alright, what do noses look like? A little bit like this, maybe. In this style that I'm learning from. Kind of. A little bit like this. And I can learn from eyeballs too, but I can learn from, look back here, okay, you have 2 dot eyes. You're the color of a lemon. 2 dot eyes and you're the color of a lemon. 2 dot eyes and you're the color of a lemon. 2 dot eyes, color of a lemon. Alright, what the hell was I looking at before this? I am losing track of every reference image that I open. I'm not finding things correctly. Alright, here are eyes for a kind of okay, it's going to make sense. Anyway, I didn't like drink a raw egg. Not on purpose, I just kind of cooked it kind of fast because what I love to do is put an egg on the burrito, on the breakfast burrito when it's cooked. There's silly guy saying, Elliot does not like Cool Kid. This bro has destroyed the pizzeria he works at countless times. That would do it. Yeah, wow. They're saying, whoever is drawing Cool Kid in the corner is cooking low key. Yeah, there's some art appreciations happening. Put some hearts on the arts if you appreciate. That's fun stuff indeed. Look at them, starry-eyed all around. I love it, loving it. Alright, so a couple of poses are happening. I'm all the way zoomed in, still figuring out a face, and I've been vaguely booted out. Okay, I think what are expressive eyes made out of? What are expressive eyes made out of? A little bit of line thickness, maybe. I'm figuring that part out as I try a new style. They're made of ginger brave, maybe. That's quite something. Hey, appreciative hearts on these arts as well, right over your heads. Right, the things I've missed in the chat. You're still working on design. You say noses are nose shaped. I learned that while studying noses in the Nose Institute. Did you really sniff out some information? One day I'll get even faster at puns. I'm gonna get so fast you're not even gonna know I'm making them. Alright. Eyeball is being rounded or something, unless that looks hideous. I'm gonna keep looking things up, overthinking things as I like to do. We're 19 minutes into a stream. We're gonna figure this out in 2 hours, and this stream in particular is 2 hours, because after this I'm going to a family movie with my family. Isn't that something? I really think that's something. Okay, what the hell am I looking up? I'm looking up Disney eyes, like how to draw. Okay, I mean, you can have different shapes. That's always been an option. It's always been an option to have different shapes. Okay, somebody did a compilation. That's what I'm looking for. That's what I'm talking about. Huh. Yeah, okay. Huh. I'm finding out a little bit more each day. Okay, so we're not gonna bug your eyes out of your head as I'm figuring out what this all means. Da, 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 da. There's Forsaken songs being stuck in your head, smiley faces happening. There's I mean, hey, the canvas is always better for having a smiley face on it. The hell is an eye shaped like, and can it have a mischief? It seems like the vibes have somewhat of a mischief in it, so that's why I'm trying to do that. Hello, are you inspecting this face? Your face inspector, your nose inspector. Alright, you can have like a line. I might actually rework the entire. Is this a hat? There's. Whoa, you asking if you could? Well, thanks for bringing the most colorful sorts of drawings out here. Thanks for being in this canvas. I'm proclaiming things. I'm proclaiming outdated slang. Are you putting a little top hat on here? Very cool art happening. Okay, so what else is happening? Song stuck in your head. There's actually saying, also I didn't win the raffle. The raffle ended. I hacked the wrong Google. Let me check. Good Lord, I hacked the Google. The number. What happens to the concept of the number if you've done something to it? Okay, what do Disney-ish sort of mouths look like if that's the art style that I'm going for? You can just go for the smirks that actually exist. The smirks that actually exist, kind of like this, thicker towards this side. Mustaches and lips are happening in high definition. Alright, so a little bit like this. Maybe not. Okay, I'm gonna figure out what things look like. If it ends me, but it's not gonna end me, it's just the beginning. And then there's cool kids proclaiming that you're so normal. Yeah, you had me wondering if something happened with the, oh Lord. Well, this drawing is just getting increasingly cooler. Look at that emergent chin. Wow, that's really something. Alright, eyeball can look a little bit like this, I suppose. It's creating a very soft vibe, and I have no idea if that's what I intended. Probably not. Okay, I'm gonna probably rework the eyes a lot. And then there's I guess a normal, but about this kid and his law makes you sad. It's not as simple as a pizzeria getting destroyed, is it? That's not the end and the beginning of it all. I swear there's more to eye shapes. Are eye shapes happening like this? They kind of are. I've wanted to learn this type of eye shape or eye drawing methodology for a while, because a couple of artists that I admire the works of have it. Alright, that's not proportioned quite right, and I'm using 110% of the brain power to create one little smirk in the span of almost 20-30 minutes. Okay, so mouths can be like this. That gives a little bit more room for a chin, and then I think that your face actually goes down a little bit more like this. Okay, things I'm missing in the chat. Cool Kid is saying that you're gonna draw something. You're gonna cook, trust. Okay, I trust ya. When you say trust, I'm trusting. Okay, what happens here? And what happens here? It's absolutely overthinking minutia. Overthinking minutia to the last detail. Okay. You've drawn an eye, you get rid of an eye. You draw an eye, you get rid of an eye. You draw an eye, you get rid of I'm gonna pencil in an eyeball and get ready for accessories. Otherwise, this is going to look like it's taking forever. And not only look like it's taking forever, it's going to be taking forever. Because I should know my pitfalls by now. I should know how to be fast if I'm delivering a sketch for the people. Okay, so here is learning from this style happening. There's Ziggy appearing with a meow, hi, hey, hello, hola, aho, kondag, hello, konnichiwa, bonjour. Indeed. There's saying, does anyone remember the 1983 classic arcade game Uncle Pooh anymore? Do kids still play it? And then there's the further request, did you cook? Are you still over here? In which case it's the same one I looked at. Well, I can't quite tell when somebody can hear me in this stream or not, but I'll say yeah. I'll say go ahead. There's saying that you cried when you learned about his lore. Okay, let's resize some things and add some accessories, I think. And the accessories happening are, first of all, a little hat. But then, okay, how do I do angles of a hat? It's like on your head, kind of schnazzily, and it's like kind of like this. And honestly, when I was on the Google Images to learn about this character, it was kind of funny. It was kind of funny that the fan art decided our little fellow right here should have hair. I don't disagree that he should have hair. I like drawing hair. It's up to interpretation, I would suppose. And I was gonna go ahead and interpret Elliot over here not to be bald, because it's an option for Elliot to be bald. Alright, what else am I seeing and saying? A little bit like this, a little bit like this, a little bit like that. Okay. There's Cool Kid giving us the lore drop. Cool Kid thinks he's playing tag during a round. He does slowly realize he's actually harming them in between rounds. When he kills people, he thinks they're just sleeping, tired of play. Oh my god, mental illness. Whoa, now there's a break from reality. How unsettling to experience, surely. What a life that must be to live. Alright, a little bit more of this. And here there's fun fact, Cool Kid's 10. Is it rude to be less scared of Cool Kid if Cool Kid is 10? Even if one is doing the killing. There's like a 10-year-old outside my window because that is the neighbors. And I just think about how I would never do this for a real and non-murderous 10-year-old. I can drive car. And child, often weaker than car. You ever think about it? I'm thinking about it. It makes me a little bit less scared. Somebody saying, how's your trip to Mexico last week? Wasn't going to Mexico, but I went to my friend's graduation. But Mexico is related because of because there's not going to be a Thursday stream this time either. I was damn happy at the start of this week. I was like, I'm gonna go back to normal after messing things up. One little art stream and then one little Disco Elysium. Thought I was gonna be back to normal. My mom is taking me to help clean out my grandma's dusty house in the middle of nowhere. The town doesn't have a Walmart. I'm tempted to straight up say the location, because even if somebody managed to cyber stalk us and go there, it would be a little bit more interesting than what they have going on already. I won't though. Okay, let's do a little bit of the ears happening. Do a little bit of the ears. A little bit less of the detail. What's goes on? Am I lagging? Am I in fact lagging? Can't quite tell. Alright, a little bit of the ears happening. Hello, Ginger Brave. And then what kind of hair? Everyone, all of the fan arts were giving this fellow some fluffy hair. Is this supposed to be 2000s or 2010s? Because there's room for both. There's room for both in the early sorts of a Roblox. 2000s and 2010s. Okay, here is eyebrows happening. Is it nuts if we make a DreamWorks face? I don't know. Okay, a little bit like this. What else am I doing? Colby H proclaiming that you're out. Hey, thanks for stopping by. You said the job's done. Looking pretty cool out there. There's Forsaken OCs happening. A terror maker. Oh, fun. See you around. And then there's drawing a noob head. Silly guy saying, don't forget that the specter, the thing that brought them all into Forsaken in the first place, makes him forget everything before he remembers everything. And Cool Kid has been transformed and mutilated into a specter, into being this sort of monster, and he's about 4 times stronger than the average adult male, snapping next to one hand. So what you're saying is I maybe have a chance if I'm on the freeway hitting 10-year-olds with my car at full speed. Absolute full speed. Okay, but in a residential area, from parked, maybe we don't have a chance. Alright, so there is a little bit of this happening, and I think I would scoot or shrink things. They're saying, Elliot looks so tired and your drawing is definitely exhausted. Oh! And, okay, what am I looking at? There's bald options to happen. And ask if you had played with lyrics. Okay, so I think I'm inclined to perhaps hit. Okay, so there's context happening, and what kind of hair is happening? Okay, so trying things out in the realm of hair. This extremely short sort of business was a thing for a while. Just super close to a buzz cut. I don't think I've drawn it. Your ass is grass and I'm gonna mow it, but for hair. It's kind of what's going on here. I say as if that's an ordinary phrase. Alright, so can never forget the sideburns as a facial feature. And there's the various disappointed faces of a YouTube. I was so excited for this week. Not to talk goddamn negative. I just forgot that I was going to to New Mexico and Colorado for an entire, week and a half after this. I'm. I. I. I had this philosophy at one point that if I do more things, that if I make more memories, then life is going to be more interesting, and then you sort of live longer because you're living more of it. Alright, what is happening here? Okay, so is everybody child up in here? In which case I can go taking away your eye bags and you still look kind of tired. Is everybody child up in here? Because I need to make homie's head larger. Because this is a thing that frequently happens to child. Large head. So everyone is child. Everyone is child. Okay. Let's make it happen. Here is more stuff happening. There's talk of fan songs. That's talk of fan songs happening there. Okay, and I actually haven't looked at how big is child skull in compared to child hand. Not quite sure. And then there's head cannoning. Noob being around 13. Oh, there's 3 kids in Forsaken. Okay, and this one is like employed at pizzeria. In which case you would have to be at least teenager, I think. Depends on if he's in one of the states that has brought back child labor or not. The children, as it happens, yearn for the minds. Okay, I'll keep these proportions for now then. No need to swell up the head. And we're learning from art style in one way and another way. And here is a how to do the shirt. How to do the shirt. It feels like, okay, so here's cuffs. I'm accidentally using the selection tool. Cuffs are happening, and happening like this. Shirt sleeves, you can cuff those, and go like this, and like this, and then right below the shirt sleeve, you're having an interesting sort of a spikes. You gotta have the coolest sort of spikes. You have to be the coolest sorts of kids. Right, here's more of this, and spiking it out some more. We can maybe give more arm. Alright, that's actually saying, not gonna lie, the cool kid sounds funny for the wrong reasons. It sounds like a kid-made creepypasta made by someone who's unironically edgy. Yes, I'm standing against the fandom with my bare hands. You can't do this. They have murderers. They have murderers. You won't survive. Alright, there's how much V-neck is happening. That's kinda nuts. Kinda nuts. Okay, V-neck is happening, and it happens like this, and there's a collar happening. This is 2 collars, I think, which was a real 2000s trend. I never saw it myself, and I never wore it. But wearing a couple of collars at once, like of your shirt, not of like dog wolf bark, was actually a trend. Okay, and then we're doing some shapes. Is this some sort of the teenager? Okay, in which case I'm putting like a shoulder over here or something, maybe, and maybe kind of arms are like this. Okay, I didn't really map out the arms. Okay, rib cages are kind of like this, I think. And then there's Joker Warehouse Brute Thing saying I'm back and changed. R.I.P. Linda. Oh, hello. Have you gotten your own username? And if I'm remembering correctly, was your previous username belonging to a parent or guardian or something? 'Cause that's what I think I remember. And I try to be remembering things. Well, hello to you. Hope your day's going okay. I'm doing some Roblox fan art, I think, although that's way more of a general term than one might say. Alright, and I believe that I meant to hit loop on this. But instead it's just in here manually. I'm just in here manually. Okay. If I make the details not quite right, then you're going to end up with more swag than a silly individual should have. There should be, I'm guessing, a certain amount of fail. A little bit of cringe and fail to keep us healthy whenever we're writing a character. Make the ear a little bigger and a little bit lower, and we try to increase the amount. I think I'm increasing the amount of cringe and fail. Oh, I've accidentally moved the entire thing. Alright, well, I guess I would skeech that over a little bit. Just slightly skeeched. And what am I looking at? There's thing. I think the only ones with confirmed ages are Cool Kid, Butted, and Pretty Princess being 10, 12, and 11 respectively. Are they all killing people? Or do some people also get to die while being a child? Okay, so there's Kofi's thing. I'm so totally so talented at drawing. I say as I've only been drawing for 2 days. Hey, you gotta have the self-confidence to carry yourself forward. Alright, what the hell kind of shape am I going for here? Because although I'm learning from one art style, this person has not drawn people in 2000s fashion. It's always been kind of dapper, honestly, in this Prince Canary art style. And we are getting kind of 2000s up in here. In which case I would look at Baz Luhrmann, Romeo plus Juliet. It really doesn't. It really doesn't pick up anything I've done. And there's Zero abandoning us for a half a week again. That's how they start to be gone for a week, then for 2 weeks, then disappeared from the online for months or even years. Such disrespect. Hey, I have already disappeared for a couple of months on holiday time. Okay, I'm looking for outfits. Does any of this make more sense when I'm looking at it? Not, well, kind of. I'm seeing patterned shirts, and the overall silhouette is completely rectangular. Okay. Every day I learn some more. Now there's the guy saying, you're learning? That's infinitely better than any AI artist. There you go. Okay. Look at the outfit like this. Look at the outfit like that. It's showing a belt. So I guess I'll go based on the belt. There's rocking out type of songs happening in the playlist. Alright. Belts are also happening. There's all 3 of the children are killing people. And Ronan the Shonen had said, hi, almost missed you saying hi, but hello to you. I hope you're having an alright sort of day. As we're drawing a quite substantial belt. There we go with that. in crunchy music station. The belt, I think I want to interpret that as spikes. No, it's completely stars. Completely stars up in there. Stars on your entire thing. Have you made a little ginger cookie, just sort of checking us out? Hey, that's some good stuff. That's some good stuff. You're saying the game has awesome. There's so much yaoi potential because every single base character is a guy or non-binary. That's hey. Now there's an opportunistic mindset. Instead of asking yourself, where the women at? Ask yourself, is it yaoi time? These are the questions. There's hello to you. I don't know how to pronounce your username in the Cyrillic alphabet, but thank you for a compliment. Here we are drawing and interpreting, and it's been 45 minutes. I cannot have this sketch take forever. I want to show it. I want to show it in time. Okay, so here is adjusting angles of something, and then adjusting the position of something. It's gonna make sense. It's gonna make sense. Okay, you're saying that noob drinks, so they probably might not be 13. It could be one hell of a misbehaving 13-year-old. It could be. That would be. I say this, but then I got sad. I said it and then I got sad. Alright, so arms happening, adjust a proportion of an arm. How does that go? Widen that out a little bit to fit with the rest of what I put here. There is actually limb lengthening surgery. I wonder if there's also knee surgery tomorrow. I wonder if there's also widening surgery to widen you. I don't have to wonder these things. I could probably answer my own questions sometimes. This one, however, I did wonder. Okay, is this where an arm would even go? I am messing this up, aren't I? Okay, this is the part where I take a picture of my own self. And figure it out from there. Okay, so I'm holding a hat. I'm holding the brim of a hat. And then I'm like this far out. Yeah, you're gonna see the entire arm basically. And then okay. The first reference images I got were not so good. They were not so good. Yes, hey, you want a solid 10 minutes of healing Australian accent? I could send the initial I can send the initial draft because that was put on the YouTube, but all I practiced was less than 20 seconds, and then I got really scared and I quit. Is this something happened here? Is this words? Is this letters? Words and letters are happening here. My gosh. I couldn't see that before, but now I'm seeing words and letters. Alright, so here's more of an arm. I did have that too much. If you have your arm very close to your head, then it can sort of begin to look that way, but that's not what is happening here. Do another of the little pose to try to figure that out. Just kind of posing it out, and you have regular cloth folds happening here, and then your other sleeve might be happening like this. Okay, so this is maybe what cloth folds are like. Did I just take 2 pictures by accident? I absolutely did. Alright, that's interesting. Elbows are happening, and hand is also happening. God, why Why do I always try to draw a hand? Then there's shippers happening. There's making a... Okay, I've missed several things in the chat. I am in fact leaving for a week and a half. So all of next week is not here, as well as the Thursday stream. I want to be regular. Did an army start happening under the feet? This would be a fun pattern for things. Let me add on to that. Big grin for ya. All right, it's not even a personal time. I'm being dragged into the roaches and the garbage and the dust in the middle of nowhere. We're cleaning out a storage unit, but the storage unit is a house. It's a little shack on the side of a road. It was literally featured in a type of a book showcasing the outhouses of America. The house itself was not featured. They have an outhouse because the plumbing, you couldn't always count on it. I'm going there. God, it's tempting to dox myself just to see if someone interesting shows up to it. I'm not gonna. It's such a small ass town though. Nothing happens there. Okay. There's things that I've missed in the chat, shipping that I've missed in the chat. There's a widening surgery happening in the chat. I have missed 1 million things. I've missed 1 million things. A stream happens every 25 years. My apologies. And I think I had better just scroll down. You're saying do the post yourself for reference is always a power move. It's more like there's an infinite amount of free poses from any angle if you just get your phone camera. It's a little bit tough to do when your body is significantly different from whatever character it is you're trying to draw. But then that's where learning anatomy comes in handy, because then you can kind of be like, okay, so here's the 3D shape of my torso versus my arm, and it still shows me how they would connect, so I can just draw how they would connect. It still helps, whatever forms you got. Okay, so things that I've missed. Sylvia had been saying my best friend gave me a 2-hour-long tutorial on Forsakening, and I just kept saying, I'm gonna Jeff the kill you, when they were trying to help me play as Jason. I mean, it sounds to me like you know how to play. It sounds to me. There's strategies happening. There's wiki happening. Your best friend plays as the characters they simp for. Chanson has won. The Shady Grey has appeared. Hello to you. Hello to you, the Shady Grey. Oh yeah, how you feeling today? What's new? There's Kai saying AnimeCon next weekend. Who else cheered and bled? Getting the bleeding out of the way so you can cheer efficiently. On time. On tempo. In the cone. Hey. I'm excited for you. Hopefully it's not too summer meltingly hot and up in convention town. Alright, let's scoot some things on over. Have all of this right where I mean it to be. That's Sylvie saying, you know, the reason I got into Forsaken was because my best friend showed me Cool Kid's costume page on the wiki and I thought he was so precious. Oh, that's perfect. That's that's a fun reason to get into characters. Okay, so thumbs are like happening. Maybe okay. It's been almost an hour, but I swear some kind of sketch is going to be done. I don't know if that's gonna be final pose for the hand, because the vibes do not seem correct. The vibes do not seem correct. I'm trying to pin down the vibes. Trying to pin down the vibes until they seem correct. Alright. Sun's out, guns out. That's a type of vibe. Yeah, arms out, charms out. Another type of vibe. Okay. Kind of happening like this. Kind of happening with square shapes and this. saying, look at we. Hello. A little character has emerged. I hope it's alright if I put some appreciative hearts on the arts. If I put some appearing next to you like so. Wait, are we gonna have, my god, Shoru, my good god, does that mean this stream is gonna be 6 hours long? And then this stream also cannot be 6 hours long. I don't know, I might do Disco Elysium tomorrow, but I know it's not the same. I know it's not the same. Might do Disco Elysium tomorrow. They're saying, can you draw Shelly? It depends on if I know Shelly. Let's look for references of Shelly. If I'm knowing. Okay, I think maybe I cannot. I think maybe I cannot, unless there's a way to look at. Okay, wait. Well, spooky types of sounds are happening. Most interesting. There's V happening. Okay, so what am I looking at? And hello to my name is dead. Almost missed saying hi to you. There's an individual saying, my friend who got me into Roblox tried to get me to play Forsaken, but we never got around to it, so I'm pretty interested in trying it out now, since the community seems pretty chill. Hey, that's fun stuff. That's fun stuff indeed. And then there's Shady Gray saying, can we listen to songs with lyrics? If so, can we play creature feature songs? Huh. Are they associated with Forsaken like this? Are they like fan songs? Cause sometimes that sort is okay to play fan songs and such. Sometimes depends. All right. Feel free to send a link to songs like in this in the magma or in the chat if you wish. Alright, so here is some rankles happening. Do I know what clothing rankles are made of? The arm is bothering me though. Hello to you, Hijinks Arcade. I wanted to update you on when stuff can be happening on as far as streaming. When I started this week, I really wanted to continue playing Disco Elysium on like Friday or something, cause like Friday nights are my preferred time, but my mom's taking me out of town to help sort through my grandma's stuff. I'm not looking forward to it, but I will also try not to be too negative. Okay, what else happens? A little bit more selecting. Hope your day is off to an alright start though, Hijinks Arcade. Alright, here is this. And I think I'm just rotating. And also figuring out what positioning is happening before this drives me nuts. And then there's some lore started happening. Silly guy saying, all three of the killers have to take care of his ass now. I think bro has enough parents. Not in a mean way, but bro's loaded with caretakers. And then there's drawing Shelly because she's lonely. Oh my goodness. Is there in fact room for a character known as Shelly next to V? Alright, so here is more of this. Hands and arms are doing me harm. Alright. This is okay, that's a type of positioning. And then the pants that I'm thinking of, we're gonna figure it out. There's silly guy who had said headcanon mafioso taking care of this kid, because what mafia boss wouldn't want to take care of a chaotic gremlin child that snaps necks and throws bricks and stabs people? But it really depends on what their priorities are, I suppose. What are their priorities? Okay, looking for 2000s big, but also like baggy sort of pants. How does it look? Okay, there's like a looseness. There's like a looseness happening. It's like a looseness happening. And there's Sylvie saying that you just doomed Ash and made them have a little crush on Elliot and wonder what your favorite characters could possibly be. There's Lily saying, you know I only exist within these streams and comment sections. There's so much time to avoid, but we're not out finding your location and help you finish, so in one day, and then I'll steal your kidneys. Can I bargain that down to one kidney? And while I have ya, could we get the other house too? My grandmother had like a winter house and then a house that's like in town or something. I don't know. Okay, a little bit of things happening. Now I've missed a bunch of stuff in the chat. The Shady Grey had gone AFK, and I've missed a bunch of stuff in the chat. There's single parent of a dead child and fake subject as a greeting. Loving the greetings. My name is Zed. How's lawyering school? How's lawyering school? Shady Greyhead gone away. There's mics happening, and the request to draw a Shelly. Oh, did that start happening? Oh my goodness. It's looking shelful. It's looking shelful and excellent. There. There. There's Hijinks Arcade saying, when are you heading out of town? On Thursday. So an option is to play some Disco Elysium tomorrow so that we can be seeing the ending of it before I'm gone on this week and a half type of thing. Alright, I'm looking at pants in this drawing. And pants are shaped. Huh. Do I know what pants are shaped like, or do I not know what pants are shaped like? Do I know what pants are shaped like? I'm actually taking some wild guesses. Some incredible swings. Like I've never seen pants in my life. God, wow. Alright, so a little bit is happening like this. Get a full indentation. Get kind of like this. And then at a certain level of pant length, they start behaving quite similarly to a skirt. Pant length and pant looseness, eventually that's a type of skirt. Fun facts for the artists, for the drawers. Alright, well that's the vibe I was getting from the pant, but I think from a time perspective, it's not quite going good. So you say that would be cool playing tomorrow if you wanna. I am inclined to. I'll tell you if anything disastrous happens, but that shall be my plan then. Alright, so there's lore being dropped. Sylvie telling us Ash and by extension Bunny are also killers. I like to think they see Cool Kid playing and they're like, whoa, chill little guy. You wanna go home? We could bake brownies or something. Oh my gosh. The various perspectives that one may have. Alright, do I start the pants like this? There's options. Options that happen with pants. Alright. Does any of this make sense? I'm not quite sure. But I have now tried to draw some pants. Wow. Part of me feels like I should also do a little fan arts of the just ordinary Roblox version, because what if this turns out looking like some type of freak? What if this turns out looking like some type of freak? Alright, here is more of this. There's more of this. What is a shoe? What is a shoe? What is a shoe? This could be a shoe. Every day I look and I tell myself, that could be a shoe. Then I slowly identify which things are or are not shoes. Alright, I think like it's saying, I think you'll probably finish Discord Elysium next stream. Honestly, one last cliffhanger and then a week and a half of being gone would be a wild place to stop in the middle of. And then with the username Stefna saying, I'm not bad when drawing on mobile, but I swear the moment I start drawing with a mouse I can't even get a heart rate. Oh my gosh. Now there's a level of a dexterity then needed for various things. Alright, so here is this, and I'm curious. Okay, I'm just gonna flip this once, flipping the canvas just a once to see if I've done it kind of right or not. Yeah, maybe. Alright, that's some kind of a pose. If anything, I can make one leg lumpier. And then that's gonna be cool. That's gonna be fine. It's gonna be cool. It's gonna be fine. It's gonna be cool. Gonna be fine. It's actually saying too many yappers today. I can't process this. Tons of yaps, light speed yaps, flood the chat. I'm drowning. Is like some sort of special event before I'm gone for 1.5 weeks. And there's okay. There's my newest dad saying, lawyering school is going great. Besides, my rival Rachel is going to make me commit a very serious crime if she continues to be a teacher's pet. Oh dear, committing a crime at lawyering school? Now there's tension. Now there's drama. Now there's a plot twist. And then there's... So the guy saying, I feel obligated to draw the children once more. Started questioning the lawyering school in light of trials and things. You know, I'm thinking that even if one did not have a lawyering sort of a license, then the lawyering was probably still quite valid. Alright, I also want to map out where the starry shades are. You can't miss it. Can't miss it on this character. Put some starry shades out here. Are there actually shapes? Oh, yeah, sure, I could have used that to map it out. I will use that to map it out. Since it's so very here. And now. Alright, put a little bit of that. My name is Tessa, and I had gone through my 4 previous years of lawyer school, which makes me legally allowed to lawyer, but I wish to become an even better of a lawyer, so I went back. I want to say maybe that's actually possible. I want to say maybe that's a thing that happens, because the lawyers, they must practice in multiple places. How do I select things? Just like this, please. What? Or like this. Thank you. Jinx okay saying, been trying to speak with you. I wonder when you got back from the last trip. Yeah, I got back over the weekend, and I thought my week was going to be regular. I thought I was gonna be streaming on a Friday. Okay, so what happens here? Let's put these together. Let's merge this together. Let's figure out what your shades are made of, what your glasses are made of. There's my name instead saying, I don't think I'm that dumb. You have nothing against me here. It's like we all know what happened after that trial. Oh my. There's various modes of drama happening. Okay, let's tilt tilt the glasses, and then it goes kind of like this. That's a good and cool place for the glasses. And then there's, so they're saying a dangerous criminal was left free. There's a danger to who? Danger to whom exactly? Danger to what? Danger to nobody. There's only harmless, not non-criminals letting loose and going free and being awesome. I think that's extremely worthwhile. Okay, so here's what shades are like, and then there's like some darkness of the eyes. Put some detail on it. I've accidentally used the pencil. Put some more detail on that. Does that make any sense? There's Jinx Arcade saying, playing through Serious Sam series, and I'm currently on the latest entry 4. Could honestly make a smasher patch for it. Looking at the Gnooms and Reptiloids. The Reptiloids! Is it time? Is it time to smash the lizard? Is it? Is it time to go on a caper with a gator? Is it time? Oh my god. Okay, so here's some eyebrows happening for expressiveness underneath a hat, in which case I would have a little bit more of eyeball detail, and none of the vibes are what I thought they were gonna be. None of the vibes are what I thought they were gonna be, because I feel like I'm messing it up a little bit. Okay, let me erase a little bit here. And what are arms made of? Okay, we can still, I don't know, scoot it inward. Scoot it right over here. That still makes sense. Kind of, I think. Probably a little, indubitably, inexorably. Okay. Is that an arm? But it felt right before. It did kind of feel right before. Back and forth we adjust. It's the hand, isn't it? It's the hand that's messing with me. Da, 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 da. There's Cool Kid saying, whoever drew Shelly ate up Loki. Oh my gosh. Now that's fun. That's fun up in here. Look at this. Let's put some hearts on this arts. Put in some hearts on this art indeed. There's okay, YouTube is suspecting had started accusing me. A dangerous criminal was left free, more crimes have been committed. You missed the genocide stream. We all decided to kill hundreds instead of just choose the pass option. On the fictional people. Okay, on the one hand, I am sorry. On the other hand, who has not panicked and accidentally sent a million lemmings over the cliff to their death? First of all, fictional. Second of all, you don't know where I live. Third of all, nah, these are my arguments. There's, okay, things happening. My new state saying, question is how long ago was the alleged genocide? What was the stakes, the moral and ethic decisions? They all go play it. Whether or not it's a true crime that'll make her a true criminal. Thanks. I'm feeling very defended right now. What is a hand made out of? When it's tilting a little brim, it's like that. Does this take a picture? Okay. There we go. There's Jinx Arcade proclaiming, especially with the Reptiloids from Sam 4 with the newer visuals. I just want the green lizard man. And you're saying also while playing Sam 3, I like how they don't have genitalia because that would change the rating of the game, but I can't stop thinking of the This is one hell of a time. It's one hell of a time to enter the chat. There's also a hello to the nerd burp. There's we can view a lizard. We can view a lizard indeed. We can't view a lizard. It's happened again, where I try to click on the wiki link specifically, and it isn't happening. Alright, what do I got? What do I got? Let's draw some hands. I've got a hand reference, and the hand reference is going well, and it's going fine, and it's going good. But hello to Nerdburp with the what is it, sort of a greeting. EA Sports, it's in the game. One way to announce yourself for real. There's as it outlines the full situation of what has gone on, what has happened, saying that it was a merry smash pass or kill kind of situation. Jero was getting boarded by hundreds in the kill section, including the boomed up witch. In my defense, yes, I can probably be held accountable fictionally for the fictional crimes, and that's going to fictionally suck. Oh, on the other hand, I'm non-fictionally sorry about it. It's so many. Alright, so here is one thingy happening. Actually, okay, I know what hands are. I've seen hands before. I'm figuring out what hands are. I've seen hands before, and then it flips in the camera, so we want to do that on the other side. A little bit of this. Okay. Now there's a couple of ways to hold that. And what am I looking at? As some very cool arts emerge in this canvas. Alright, so the hat brim goes somewhere sort of like this, and it could be fully just flat out, and then go like this, do an outline, and then go like this, and then like this. And that's what a hand is shaped like, I think. Cool Kid saying, "Dearest Two-Time, you are all banned from my formal gatherings for your carelessness and hair." Oh my gosh, are there real dramatic proclamations? Indeed. Alright, here is hands happening. And I think I know what hands are made of. I keep saying this, but I'm gonna draw the greatest hands. It's gonna look fine. It's gonna be fine. It's gonna look fine. It's gonna be fine. Alright, here's more of this. More of this happening. Okay. Oh, one of those is a thumb. Sometimes that's an art problem when you use yourself as an actual reference. My thumb can do this. I guess not everybody's thumb can do that. I don't know. Let's show what's going on. That seems pretty regular to me, but apparently not everybody's thumb can do this. And there's some further lawyering going on. As My Name Is Dead said, "Well, you see, there were photos of this characters, and no one actually died, so your attack has nothing to stand on. It was actually people. They are fictional." Thank you. I'm saved once again from super jail, if not saved from fictional jail. I think I was shrimping, actually. think I was shrimping. Not to tilt the camera more upward so that my entire 5 head is visible. But there we go. Silly guy telling us the diatribe, dearest two-time, you are hereby banned from any formal gatherings for your obnoxious behavior, and your stabbing is really annoying and I hate you. Oh my gosh. There's panic time. There's also murders of fictional characters being discussed. Okay. What am I looking at? Is the hat shaped like this? This is looking like more of a hat. Okay. And a hat can be tilted, and there's princesses being over here. And I'm now gonna put some detail on this. I've gone for longer than I thought. There's hijinks arcade saying my thumb cannot do that. Dang it. And so that has kind of ended up in several of my drawings of thumbs, where it just where I'm just doing the thumbs up, and then there's a little backwardsy thing like that. And then there's sending links to the pages with the GIF and the image. I tried to. Okay, so behavior and skills. If the link was a broken. Okay. We're seeing some reptiloids. That was one image. Oh, okay. And then it's showing over here. Jeez Louise. Muscular out here, and you're making your smash or pass list. It's making sense, dare I say, making dollars. We're gonna look at this one as well. Does the link work? Good Lord. Well, who says that video games have never catered to the female gaze? Sometimes something's hunking up in there. Alright, what else is happening? Do I want this to continue like this? Yeah, sure. I'll continue down the playlist regular style. What are we looking at? Well, my name is Arguing. You see, by putting themselves in these selections for the event, they have agreed to put their lives in your hands, so she's not accountable for their deaths. Yes, your murders. Whoa, there's a double argument. There's more than one way to argue it. Oh, there's saying everything that happens in these streams is non-fictional. It's a documentary, softened up with visuals for the viewer, but everything is real, and there's a record of your murders also. Where can this go from here in this most dramatic account of events? Okay, here's finding art style somewhere. I don't know if I overcommitted by trying out this art style that I've only tried once or twice before. Let's zoom on in and see how it all goes. This is the kind of art style where you're gonna want to ask why the long face. And then we're gonna go and make that face even longer. Let's just experiment with that for a second, I guess. I always forget what this the song sounds like. There's saying, my thumb can do that too. Maybe a little less extreme by 2 or 3 degrees angle. Okay. Thumb reveal when? Thumb reveal sometime. I'm glad to feel less alone though, because apparently that is called hitchhiker's thumb. It's been affecting me artisanally. Alright, so here's this face. Sharpening up even more. Let's not get too wild with it. And yet, I'm giving everybody the pointy faces. Well, and that's what's happening. There's hijinks like explaining that there's the thick thighs as well, not just the beefcake, not just the muscular, not just going on like that. Okay, I see what you're saying. Let's see what you're saying over there. Alright, here is some eyes happening. And stylistically, maybe I'm learning. I'm still gonna go with a solid color. Going with a solid color for the eyes. There's something happening over here. There's there's a smiley face. There's a smiley face in the acknowledgements. And the acknowledgements over here. Okay. So there's long speculation happening. There's silica drawing. Which canvas has this all ended up on? We've certainly gotten a bit more room than usual. Oh my gosh, there you go, burger and This amuses me greatly to look at. I hope it's alright if I put like 3 sprinkle of little hearts right on next to you. Just sort of. There's a burger. There's a burger. And then there's... I just keep waiting for the ideal games where you don't fight the space aliens and you make love, not war. Now, that's most incredibly amusing. Okay, what does a hat look like? Things that I'm asking myself right now. Okay, there's like a corner. This, honestly, I think this goes up a little bit. I've incorrectly estimated, maybe, how this works. Incorrectly estimated how this works. Is this a pizza uniform in any capacity? Because some fast food places have you wear a funny little hat about it. This, what you're saying, I can put my left thumb in the back of my left hand. I bet you can't do that. The left one specifically. Yeah, I can't do it anymore. Also, this is the right one. Can't do it anymore. There it goes. Well, well. Okay. I mean, I thought I couldn't for a second there, but okay, I guess this is like a drawing stream, and then also we take a minute to be a contortionist. This feels like maybe it's the opposite of a stretch. We get the other hand going on too. I mean, it's not excruciating, but it doesn't feel that great neither. It's, I actually don't know what the use of that is. Just that, it makes sense if I don't draw that. Alright, where do we go? Your left thumb in the back of your left hand. Every day you learn some more. So, you've learned that your dad is playing Roblox. What exactly is happening there? Okay, this is happening. Is your dad attempting to spend quality time with you, perhaps on Roblox? Here is this. I've missed a lot of things in the chat. Any video game you have ever played involves some sort of crime, from murder to extreme accounts of property damage. We can also bring up the times you've threatened murder on Shadow. And there's putting the Sangheili from Halo in Smash Your Pass as well. I feel like you could almost do like a alien themed tiers. There's parents being drawn. There's recommending to drop the court cases. Most excellent. There's like saying I've never played video games. You have no proof of that. Oh, are we being perjuried? And Keith David, I know some things that Keith David has voiced, haven't I? Don't I? I think so. Voices. Oh, was this the fellow? The top role that he's known for is Princess and the Frog. Why did that go into Spanish when I clicked on it? Princess and the Frog. Who plays Doctor? Because yeah, it is. Okay, then I can hear that voice. I can hear that voice in my head quite clearly, even if I've only heard a couple of what is it? Okay, are there 4 also? Oh my god, I've been miscalculating this the entire time. There's 4. Okay, so here, and then here, and then here, and then here. That's how one of those is gonna go. And then another one going out like this, but also like this. Yeah, I'm probably gonna have to finish this sketch when I get home from the movies. I'm not doing the kind of timing that I wanted to be doing. Well, you live and you learn, and you and you draw some more. Okay, so there's the quotes of the day, such as "your fingers are awesome, dude," and there's also "being spotted playing Crash Bandicoot." What crimes are involved in Crash Bandicoot? I suddenly wish to know all about it. What crimes can happen? Are you plagiarizing my hand joys, copying my left thumb trick, and the fact that I can't do it with my right hand? Can you close your fist while you do it, though? I feel like if I keep following your instructions, I'm gonna sprain something incredibly. Alright, that's got to go quite a bit down there. Ew. My door is being knocked upon. My door is being knocked upon, I think. Alright, that's it's a backwards thumb, backwards fist. That feels very warm. Alright. Sometimes I have wondered if I have a double-jointed sort of capacity, and straight up, what was that just now? I don't know. Alright, so here's a hat. It's not looking right to me. There's Hijinks Arcade volunteering to make the Alien Smasher pass. Well, for reference, I can only comprehend about 80 things, I think. 80 things maximum in relation to each other. And then I start second guessing things too much to really know anything. But that aside, sure, I would like to see the Alien Smasher pass. I might, since I'm familiar with aliens, I feel like I would then also want to serve you up one as well. Alright, so there's a record of the live streams. There's denial of playing Crash Bandicoot. Cool Kid has made a drawing. What am I looking at in the drawings? There's joke threads. Then can't I also just sort of administer a massive joke thread upon about 100 people? I can see why I don't phrase my own defense. I can see why one might hire lawyers and not phrase their own defense. There's some cool stuff going on in these canvases. My gosh, cool stuff going on. Saying the 6th drawing page. I promise it 8. That's a past tense. Did it go away since then? Did it? Cause I am appreciating. And okay, is it too crazy if I put a smiley face on the smiley face in the smiley face, just sort of as a hidden smiley face, just sort of count onto those? All right, so Joe threats are happening, and then the plagiarism doesn't even count about anything. And then what about the current smasher passes? because you can't think of 80 aliens to smash. I'm loving the absolute lack of hesitation. Not only can you think of 80 aliens to smash, you got them ready to go, maybe even right now. Okay, you're saying what about the other ones? I will admit I am getting somewhat disorganized up in all of my in all of my when I'm gonna do things. Um okay, the thing that I can't do much, but I can let you into my mindset. My mindset currently is that I will often be in denial about whether I've quit something. And sometimes, like with the daily drawings, that means I genuinely haven't quit doing something. And so in my mind, I don't think I've quit the smashes or passives, going through them as lengthy as these things got. All right, is this how angles work? This isn't even how angles work. I'm making homies accessories as the dan sort of little thing comes on in here. Okay, what does this look like? What does this look like? And then what does this look like? All of it is looking like something. Huh. No, I feel like I've actually beefed this side of the hat, because this is a special sort of a hat happening. All right, so Hijinks Arcade is having the inspirations about the 80 alien smasher pass. I am incredibly amused. Such a proclaiming lawyer child. When you have a comprehensive list of my alleged crimes, I'll give up. I'm innocent. I'm good with God, and I'm going to heaven. We've got a really intimidating court system. It's you just kind of face God itself like really quickly. It's kind of nuts up in here. All right, is that more of a correct angle? I'm overthinking the angle, aren't I? There's just some flames happening as I take a billion years to do a sketch. But I'm a slow type of drawer. Especially when I'm talking at the same time. Slow type. There's. I just can't say it's fine if you gave up on them. In my head, I haven't given up on them, but I don't know if But also, I don't have the specific date to continue them, which also is not promising either. If I were trying to schedule something with my own self, if I were a different person other than me and I tried to make a schedule with me, I would be infuriating to talk to. This does make me somewhat sad. Anyway, I don't think I've quit, but I don't think I put on a time. There's Cool Kid going. Thanks for stopping by, Cool Kid. Bye to you. Thanks for drawing with us. And then there's Nerd Burp announcing that you have a chewing problem and you'll chew on anything you can. Some of this fingies is happening. What happens here happens over here like this. We want more of the incredibly straight lines. And then after the straight lines, what are we looking at? We're looking at wrinkly little hands. This is something that everyone has to learn how to draw wrinkly little hands. Alright, like this. And fingers are made of giblets and nublets, just kind of like this. And then wrinkle, stick it where it stankle. Okay, perfect. I should not be allowed to talk in a court, probably. I should not be allowed to talk in a court. Alright, so here is this, and more of thumb happening. And that's kind of a hand. Cool Kid head. Departed. Silly guy saying, should I try to draw my silly monster designs for the kiddos in my art style? The designs aren't even finished. Hey, you might discover something about the designs by attempting to draw them. You might discover cool ideas to put into them. And also, did Did Peridot Steven Universe appear to eat a little stick figure like in the vor? I wasn't sure what to call this. Earlier, and the person who drew this may have left, I don't know. But it's quite interesting. Still, I encourage monster drawings, monster designs. Just, For some reason, the next sentence that came into my head was watch out. But like, in what context? In what capacity? Watch out for what? Do I think the monsters are going to get you? I don't think so. They are your own drawing. They better not get you. Alright, here is a little bit more of this happening. And do forearms look like this? Sort of. There's issuing the challenge. Bring your witnesses. I can prove they're wrong. 'Cause I know I did nothing wrong. I have God by my side. Do you? I mean, that's just one individual, though, is it? I'm not up to date on the stuff. Do you have, like, another God by your other side? Because from what I hear, you're a three-dimensional being. You have more than one side, is what I'm thinking. And so you need more than one God. There's hijinks arcade saying you and people like you should be the only people who can't talk in court. It'd be a lot more fun. Oh, God. That flashed me back to this weird little clip I saw of a sheepish old lady getting a traffic ticket or something, and then like by instinct I think she accidentally called the judge dear or honey. And he wasn't entirely not into it. He wasn't completely not into it. But what you're supposed to say is your honor. But instead she has said honey for real. Okay, here's a little bit more of the chunky. A little bit more of the chunky and the chains and the bracelets. Here we go with it. Go like this. And it's some cool cuffs that are happening. Then there's strawberry cookie from, okay, Parada is not boring somebody. This is a strawberry cookie from a cookie run kingdom. It's good to get to know people who are strawberries. Alright, there's the Skullgirls sort of soundtrack going on as you talk of the Smasher Paths. Honestly, okay, it's me falling. I'm definitely falling a prey to their design language, but I like the Skullgirls art style very much. Sorry to be basic. I do like it. I do like what they're doing over there. It's quite lovely. It's quite nice, quite cool. Here's some points happening. Okay, does a spike happen like this? I guess it could. Some round spikes happening on your cool little thing. Okay. There's the guy saying, Skullgirls. I barely know anything about that, but I love the designs. Yeah, fun times. I think it's well, I think it's something. And then I just kind of trail off and don't finish what I think it is, because I got distracted by the thought of drawing this elbow. And I don't know if I'm about to elbow it up correctly in here. Okay, and I think I also do want to move this business a little bit upward. Figure out what goes on there. Okay. Our elbow's a little pointy. My elbow is a little bit pointy, actually. The Celtic saying God is a conjoined being. Have you heard of the Holy Trinity? There's a Father, a Son, a Holy Spirit, all conjoined. I'm confident that's the exact word that every holy scripture has used. Yeah, probably. They all said they were like just kind of sewn together. Just kind of conjoined into one. Okay, what does this look like as I'm as I'm looking at some cuffs for all of this, and trying to draw what I think. What exactly do I think a pizza delivery individual may look like? Okay, I've got like 15 minutes. 15 minutes left in the stream. What can I do as far as simple sketches have around here when I have certainly started to overcomplicate this drawing? It's because I wanted to try to make you something cool. I guess I'll have to be sending this to Sylvia later, probably. Something like that. Alright, so here we go. Here we go with that. That's kind of one collar, but you're doing that 2000s trend. You have multiple collars happening of your shirt, one after the other. Keep on styling it up here. Okay, you're telling me about the conjoinment. They're saying he is by my sides, plural, and envelops me with his love. Look, I think if you had said that in medieval times, they would have split you off from the church and you would have had to form a new nation. Nerd Burp is proclaiming that you suck at drawing, but let's see. Actually. There's talk of being struck down. The name is steady. Your memory is like a iron, like a steel trap. Incredible. There's Hijinks Arcade with the compliments on the Skullgirls art style. Hey, you gotta have confidence. You gotta have confidence in trying to draw things. You gotta have perseverance. Here's smiles happening. This one's got some dimples on you. Somedet Junior appeared to say poo poo spray. Como se dice poo poo spray? Is what you're saying? Why would you say that? Why would you? And why would I read that? I guess I'm loving how fun. I'm loving these fun doodles around here. This is quite lovely. There's citing past live streams to see the truth. I don't know which one it was exactly, but I might in fact be making this case more complicated if the live stream is one of the ones that I recently mass unlisted, because I unlisted a bunch of them in mass, and now they are available in a playlist. You can still view them, but there's like a couple of extra clicks going on and happening. Okay, this happens, and this happens, and this is kind of what shirts are made of. I think shirts can be folded, shirts can be cuffed, and when they are cuffed, you look very tough. This is what happens. Alright, like this, and and something is certainly happening. There's H.A. Lemon Lime appearing to question poo poo spray. Is this referencing something? You surely cannot just pop into a live stream and question about poo poo spray. This isn't right. This isn't logical. This isn't practical. No. I'm looking at hands. And I'm figuring out what hands look like. Well, they can look somewhat like this, with several fingies, and in fact one fingy on the outside and another one going like this. And every day I ask myself, am I drawing that thing again? Am I drawing that thing again where my thumb bends like all the way backwards and I don't mean for it to? Okay, 4 fingers are right here. I think of the creator of Phineas and Ferb making many TikToks, and and having quite a lot of progress on them. Okay, so here is an arm. Here is an arm. Elbow shapes might still be visible on your arm. Have I made both of your arms different thicknesses? Did I make the sleeve like really thick and then I gave you a little like itty bitty arm to go inside of it? I may have done that just now. Okay, God, okay, I do know proportions. I've met them, I've seen them, and I'm not scared of anatomy. Hijinks Arcade have been giving me the lowdown on Skullgirls. I had missed quite a bit. You had said that you know all about Skullgirls, and one of your favorite fighting games, and it's super beautiful to look at, super fun to play, has cool and unique character designs, and I would say it probably has some of the best story and lore I've ever seen in a fighting game, and you have a playthrough of every character story on your channel. Quite comprehensive. And your favorite Skullgirls characters gotta be Princess Parasol, Black Dahlia, and Eliza/Sekhmet, Anne of the Stars, and Squiggly/Sienna Contiello. Wow. Oh, that's comprehensive indeed. Do I know what arms look like? I ask myself every day if I know what arms look like. Did I make the sleeve too thick and I have to go and seek out progressively thicker arms? What is happening? Please, oh my god. Okay, so there were a couple of questionings of poo-poo spray. I'm looking at an arm to save me from my decisions. There's living in blissful ignorance. There's my name instead, off to do some homework, the lawyer school homework. An even skinnier arm appeared. Well, I guess we're done there then. We might be done there then, and then move on to making a shirt, to making a various details. I found some arm references, but I don't know if any of this really tells me what it's all supposed to look like. Okay, so I've attempted to draw some clothing wrinkles just now. If I look at the art style that I was referencing, then I think the shape of the shape of the torso could go slightly different, but maybe not as wrinkly. The shape of the torso could go kind of like, could kind of fit with the sleeves. Yeah, okay, that's kind of fun, and then it kind of gives you an idea of what's going on. Is this how shirts are? Is this how shirts work? Oh my goodness, silly guy. Have you been studying the anatomies, or are you headcanoning that this character actually has visible bones? Because I have not done my sufficient research before drawing the fan arts out here. Because anything could be true. You said you wish you were studying anatomy. I mean, I've seen an excellent animated GIF, whatever pronouncement, where it shows how your arm bones. Look at my arm bones. Where it shows what your arm bones do. They cross over each other to let you rotate your arm. Cool stuff happening in there. I don't know if I should be concerned if it starts clicking like a maraca. Alright, so this could be a shirt. This is maybe a shirt. I'm gonna study all the anatomy tomorrow, I think. I think that's what I'm gonna be doing right up until the moment where it's time to play Disco Elysium. Okay, this might be too big of a shirt. Would I be able to tell if it was too big of a shirt? I messed with myself out here. Are you making it? I did study. I've brought up a. You're noodling the arm. I think the hand is maybe in the right place at least. I think I did get that far. Okay, so cloth folds can happen. They can. and it can look fine or really bunchy. God, I don't know. We can do slightly less cloth folds. Maybe I am afraid of anatomy. Maybe I wake up screaming in a cold sweat, being like, anatomy. Maybe I think of anatomy and then I cry for my mommy. Okay. But there's 6 minutes left in the stream before I'm getting ready to go see a movie with my family, and then it's gonna be all good. Okay, I can put pants in here. There's a lot of speculations going on with this arm. There's okay, and I had missed the question about whether to snipe things out of chat because I was wilding about the arm when Some Death Jr. said to look up poo-poo spray. I don't know, there was not too many of the message at once, and I do recognize Some Death Jr. Some Death Jr. always pops in here to put a little smiley face on the canvas, spreading the positivity. And in this case, spreading the poo-poo spray. Think you're being silly. Think you're being mimetic. If I look it up, is it gonna be gross? I have, it's a meme? Of course it's a meme. It's a meme from 9 months ago, J-Schlatt submissions. What? But why? But, okay, it is a meme. There is more context. You are killing me, Mr. Krabs. You're killing me. Hello to just a little cute gamer bunny. Little face. Hello to you. How you feeling today? I've got 4 minutes left on this stream. I've promised a drawing of Elliot from the Forsaken as sort of a meme raffle prize, because on Mondays we do a meme raffle in the Discord. Let's see if your ordinary face fits on you. Let's see if your face fits on you. Goes kind of like this. Goes kind of like this maybe. What does a face look like before I'm out of here in like 4 minutes? There's noses happening, and the nose happens like this, but there's also the outline of the shades that we can proceed to follow with a little bit of carefulness. Sure, maybe this is the right angle that shades would be on your face. Maybe this is something to do with it. I am having fun. I am having fun figuring out to draw this character in this style, figuring out what goes into it. Definitely a lot of lines overlapping each other. I've done that just now. Okay, question mark? Okay, exclamation point. Okay, dash, or comma, okay again. Yeah, the angle was not quite right. I've miscalculated that a bit. What do we do? Okay, I've missed some things in the chat. There was saying now that the lawyer is gone, I can admit to all my crimes and commit new ones. I'm screenshotting this. I'm screenshotting you. YouTube users, you cannot escape the crimes. Okay, there's Sang was also just wondering, did you add those serious songs to the playlist? Yeah, they came up earlier. I tried to time it so that part of the playlist would maybe have a chance at hitting right as you popped in, but that's in the earlier part of the stream. There's cringe meme spam explanations, and we get some eyebrows happening. You start thin on the eyebrows. 1.5 minutes left, and then I surely must shut this down and continue to draw a little bit later. Okay. And honestly, the bright yellow people drawing this fella with the bright yellow coloration, that like a Lego minifig, that cracks me up somehow. All right. Here is a little bit of this happening with the hair. Some short hair has now happened. There we go. And it's off to a cool sort of start. I dare say that despite running away to see a movie, it's gonna be alright up in here. It's gonna be an alright drawing from what I've seen, from what I've done in this drawing so far. Alright, a little bit of the hair going like this, and and the vibes are quite strange. Alright, so Hijinks Arcade, and also just wanted to mention, finished replaying Unicorn Overlord, this time with my Nana, which was fun, and she seemed to really like it. Oh, that is fun. Oh my gosh, getting to share the things that you like, getting to show the things firsthand. That's quite lovely indeed. Here is a starry belt starting to happen right up in here, and now we're playing through the fan English translation of Princess Crown that finally came out, and my first time seeing the English dialogue, and Nana's first time seeing it at all. Oh, that's quite exciting. Okay, here's a detail with this star. Here we are at the 2-hour mark, so I surely must save the rest of a drawing for later. I did become rather absorbed. Wow, can't draw a singular star. Became absorbed in this drawing up here, trying to figure out how everything works in my own slow little way. Here we have more of the stars, and hopefully when the rest of this simple sketch is simply sketched, it can be looking pretty alright. Okay, so there's fun stuff happening, song appreciation, and you're saying it's been fun getting to show her these games, and she seems to really like lots of characters. Wait, okay, she seems to really like them, and lots of characters she liked in Unicorn Overlord, and she really appreciates the art. And here is another little star. Lots of stars happening here, because there is a fanciness happening when you get a certain amount of skins, I imagine. Alright, go like this, bunch of stars, and this is actually more stars than are visible on the individual. There's somebody saying, Cheryl, can I go pee? Will the stream still be here when I come back? You know what I was saying. You know what I was foreshadowing. You know that I'm getting out of here. You're saying to answer fast and that you are peeing? Well, congratulations, you are done peeing. You're doing something. Yeah, I don't know. I do want to be here for 5 minutes. What the hell time is it? The hell time is it? It's about to be 3:30 in my time. There is fanciness happening with this type of skins. There's a silly guy saying it's a milestone skin, so you get it when you reach a specific level. If you're less than 5 minutes, tell me right now you're gonna be less than 5 minutes, YouTube users. Tell me right now. I'm not gonna be late for going to the movie theaters with my family, okay? Because the tickets, they are already paid for. We are going to the movie theaters. You will not believe. You gotta run, alright? If you are typing something, stop typing and start pissing. Please, go. It gotta be less than 5 minutes. What's happening? It's funny that I find it obnoxious to rush and be rushed, to rush people and to also be rushed. Okay, so here is this going, and this happening, and I'm thinking when the clock says 2 hours and 5 minutes on it, that's when we got to quit it. Okay, and what do pants look like? I questioned myself before, but then I found answers as to what baggy pants may look like, because the blocky sort of Robloxian pants, they certainly looked this way. There's Hijinks Arcade proclaiming I just bring the laptop with me into the bathroom, and by that, the toilet room, which is separate, but if I said with me in the toilet, that would have sounded weird. They're saying, I'll hold if it's 5 minutes, I can be here for 5 minutes, I'll make the 5 minutes go faster, I'm rushing you. That's not what's supposed to be happening, because otherwise I'm just gonna say bye. Just gonna say bye. Okay, here is another pant leg happening. And the rest of these, okay, shoes have not been my strong point. Shoes have not been my strong point. Your computer is a full-ass gaming PC. How do I bring that to your toilet? You just sort of install kind of a squatty potty wherever your gamer setup is. Really brings another element to the gaming experience. Alright, it's sort of like this is what pants are made of. That seemed right to me, but this is so nuts that I don't really know anymore. This guy's saying 5 minutes should be 50, but then I missed my movie. Alright, well, the clock now says 2 to the 05. This is how far we got with this drawing on stream, and I shall surely finish that a little bit later. Thank you guys for drawing up in here. This has been quite the look at this. This is a Shelley. I wish to appreciate all of these artwork. Cause look at this. You got the hands in the sleeve sort of a vibe. Most excellent, legendary of all time. There's a colorful little V around here. He's saying, what movie are you gonna watch? Well, my mom is a Marvel's fan, so we are in fact going to see the Thunderbolts. Hey, it might be something. Is this some art by a Stefna? Is this some Stefna art? Oh my goodness, a two-headed individual. I'm appreciating very much. I'm putting some eyeballs on this. Looking at this, loving. Wow, look at that. There's shapes happening. There's hijinks. I can't appreciating trans icons in the Fear and the Hunger music. Looking at the rest of the arts, where we go. You're saying leaving us for a Marvel movie. Look, it's a family tradition now. She loves the movie so much, and you know what? I love to hang out with my family. What can I say? It's been a good 2 hours. Jeez, oh my God, look at this. This is magnificently stylish. The way that you're drawing hands, the slightly sort of thicker sort of thing going on here. This is awesome. This is rad. Oh my gosh. Putting an appreciative little hat up on here. It's a little top hat. I don't know how much that fits the character, but it's deeply appreciated. Look at this stylish art. Whatever creative endeavors you decide to pursue, Guy, I will certainly be interested in seeing whatever creative things you do next, because that's so very stylish. So guys, heard good things about the movie. I hope so then. So here we are at hours 2 minutes 7 hour. The movement, I've swapped that and I reversed it. Goodbye. Thank you for being here, and I appreciate your art, and I'll see ya in 2 weeks. Is that what's happening schedule wise? I guess. Bye. Thanks for being here.